Good day, everybody. Good day. So there is a simple formula in order to stop smoking permanently. So I'm kind of in the forest at the moment, so if it cuts out, I'll start again. Hopefully I won't need to. There's a simple formula to stop smoking permanently. And this is a formula that I take all clients on. 4 steps, essentially. 4 steps. Only 4, yeah? So number 1 is understanding the nicotine stress cycle. And this is the understanding that when you smoke a cigarette, it fills your body up with nicotine. And as that nicotine leaves your body, relatively quickly actually, because our bodies are amazing healing machines. So as that nicotine leaves your body, it creates this empty, insecure, stressful feeling that we have always known as a craving. And we have always translated in our minds as, I need a cigarette, I need a cigarette. And then we smoke another cigarette, and then as that cigarette fills our body back up with nicotine back to the original levels, it tricks us into thinking that somehow the cigarette helped us, somehow the cigarette relaxed us or removed our stress, when in reality that stress and that agitation and that empty, insecure feeling, similar to hunger, was actually only created by the previous cigarette. This essentially is the nicotine stress cycle. Don't worry, you're not on camera. Okay. Have a nice day. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, this essentially is the nicotine stress cycle. We call it a cycle because our bodies are amazing healing machines that will make us immune to the drug. So over time, I'm getting so distracted by the people watching. Yes, Janice. Yes, Alex. Over time, our bodies will heal us and they will make us more immune to the nicotine. So we need to smoke more and more and more in order to bring us back to that equilibrium, that original state before we started smoking. Essentially, smokers only smoke to feel like non-smokers. That's the crazy thing. Smokers only smoke to feel like non-smokers. If it wasn't for the first cigarettes, then we wouldn't have that empty, insecure, stressful, agitated feeling, and we wouldn't need more cigarettes to relieve that feeling. This is the nicotine stress cycle. It's a fundamental step, and everyone needs to understand this step if they want to remain a permanent, happy non-smoker. No worries at all. Have a nice afternoon. Everyone has to understand this step. Number 2 is... oh my God, I do this all the day and my mind's gone blank. Sorry, people are distracting me around here. Number 2 is, oh shit, removing the benefits of smoking. What is going on? Removing the benefits of smoking. I've got my dog over there as well and he keeps running around, so I'm like watching him, trying to say hi to the people that are walking past. Number 2 is removing the benefits of smoking. It's so important that we remove the benefits of smoking, because if you think there are benefits of smoking, then you'll probably want to smoke. People that stop with the willpower method they have this split mind, yeah? So part of them doesn't want to smoke because they know it's going to kill them, but then part of them really wants to smoke because it's been their friend, their crutch, they think it helps them de-stress, whatever they think the benefits of smoking are. So if we remove all the benefits of smoking and we see smoking clearly and understand that all the benefits that were there are essentially just illusions, then that allows us to not use the willpower method, and it allows us not to get falling to smoking in the future. Number 3 is managing cravings. So there's 2 types of craving. The first type is the physical cravings, and these physical cravings is literally just nicotine leaving the body. Yeah, that's what physical cravings are, nicotine leaving the body. And that, after 3 weeks, literally after 3 weeks, nicotine is completely gone from our bodies. So it's impossible for us to have physical cravings after 3 weeks. The people that have cravings after that 3-week period are only having mental cravings, the second type of craving. And mental type of cravings only occur, you can hear the bells, that's this lady's dogs, got bells on them so they don't get lost in the park, I think. So yeah, the mental cravings only happen when you believe that there are benefits of smoking. So those people that have stopped smoking for maybe 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and they say ridiculous things like, oh, I haven't smoked in years, but I'd love a cigarette right now in this situation. They only think that because they believe that smoking had some benefits. If you remove all the benefits of smoking by going through step 1, understanding the nicotine stress cycle, and really viewing smoking in its correct light, then you won't have those future cravings. You won't have those mental cravings in the future. Number 4, preparing for difficult situations. So it's really important that smokers all prepare for difficult situations, because Every smoker has their favourite cigarettes, and I don't mean their favourite brand, because smokers will literally smoke anything that's available if they have to. When I say favourite cigarettes, I mean cigarette, the first one in the morning with a coffee, maybe it's cigarettes with certain friends, maybe it's cigarettes in stressful situations. So it's really important that we prepare for difficult situations. So when these difficult situations arise in the future, we don't get tricked and conned into smoking again. We don't put nicotine back in our bodies and then fill our bodies back up with nicotine and then go through that whole cycle of withdrawal again. It's really, really, really important that we prepare for difficult situations so that in the future, if we're in a car accident or something, heavens forbid, then we don't think, oh my God, I need to have a cigarette now. Fuck, I need to have a cigarette. That's going to sort me out. No, cigarettes never, ever helped anyone in any in any situation, ever, 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 ever. So it's really important that we have different ideas in our minds and different thought patterns so that when difficult situations arise in the future, we are prepared for them and we don't get sucked back into the con and the lie of smoking. These essentially are the 4 steps. Number 1, understanding the nicotine stress cycle. It's so important. I cannot stress it enough. It is so important that people understand the nicotine stress cycle if they want to remain permanent non-smokers. Number 2, removing the benefits of smoking. If we don't think there are any benefits of smoking, we have no desire to smoke, we don't have to resist smoking. Instead, we're like, why would I do that? That is just ridiculous. Smoking's mad. Like, why would I do that? I'm not crazy. That's what happens when we remove the benefits of smoking. We don't pine. We're not jealous of our smoking friends. In fact, we pity them. We pity our smoking friends. Yeah, that is freedom, that is. And number 3 is managing the cravings. Managing the cravings, the physical ones, so we can get through that 3-week period as nicotine completely leaves our bodies, and the mental ones so that we aren't tricked and conned into smoking in the future. And again, preparing for difficult situations is step number 4, really, really important, so we don't in a month's time, a year's time, 10 years time, find ourselves smoking again. So many smokers quit for years or months or years, whatever, and then they end up smoking again, and that's because they believe that smoking gave them something, that smoking gave them some kind of benefit. I'll say it one more time. Smoking has never, ever, ever done anything for you. It's done absolutely nothing for you. The only thing smoking has ever done is relieved the agitation caused by the previous cigarettes. The only thing smoking has ever done for you is relieve the agitation caused by the previous cigarettes. Smoking doesn't relieve stress, smoking doesn't relax you, smoking doesn't give you confidence. Those are all lies. That is all complete bullshit perpetuated by the tobacco industry, who literally spend their millions and millions of dollars going around speaking to all the media, meeting with Hollywood directors and Hollywood producers and paying them millions of dollars to put smoking characters in their movies and TV series. Yes, that's what they do. They spend millions of dollars paying TV producers and directors to put smoking characters in their movies. And these smoking characters will find it really difficult to stop smoking, and they will use smoking in order to handle stress. This is how they perpetuate the myths, but it's all myths. It's all bullshit. We can see this. We can see you, you lying bastards. We can see you clearly. And everyone can break free. Everyone needs to break free. 5 million people every year die from smoking. 100 million people every year catch a smoking related disease. That's 1/3 of the US population. That's the size of the UK population and the Spanish population combined. Yeah, that is insane. Follow these 4 steps, follow this formula, and it will be inevitable that you will become a happy, permanent non-smoker. And that's what we like to create, happy, permanent non-smokers, not people that are pining and whinging and craving for cigarettes their whole life, because those people end up getting caught by the snare again. And we don't want people getting caught. We don't want people getting deceived. We want people to wake up and see the world the way it truly is, yeah, and just live a better life. And life as a non-smoker is infinitely better, infinitely better. There's no contest. There's no contest. There's not a non-smoker in the world that wishes they were a smoker. And the ex-smokers that wish they were smokers quit with the wrong method and don't understand smoking properly. They're essentially still brainwashed by the bullshit and by the evil tobacco industry. Get free, people. Get free. Peace and love. See y'all soon, yeah? Janice, you're the best, by the way.